right, everybody knows it's hot outside. Summer's here. It's time to stay cool and hydrated. Pretty important. I'd like to make some different drinks with some different juices. My wife had a bunch of ladies over for a little activity one Sunday, and she wanted to have something that was non-alcoholic, and so I made some non-alcoholic things that she really liked, and I thought I'd make some for you as well. One of the things that we actually like quite a bit in our house in summertime is just a big old summer fruit infusion. I've got fresh cantaloupe, some honeydew, some pineapple, strawberries, some big chunks in there. Put it over a bunch of ice, about halfway full, put the fruit on top, put some more ice, and added water to it. It's really great because you can just use this all day long. You actually can use it for over a couple of days. Just keep on adding more water and ice. It's very hydrating and very refreshing. All those flavors come out, but they're very mild. That's just a simple fruit infusion. You probably see this at a lot of hotels around town. They do that all the time. And there's no limit to what kind of fruit you want to use. Some people could even just use the same fruits I'm going to make today with cucumber, mint, and lime. That's also really good. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is show you that it's important to, when you have a fancy glass that you want to serve in, to kind of know how much you're measuring. So if you take that, you can see it, and then just kind of pour it in there. It gives you an idea that I'm going to use about half of that cup is going to be just fine. So let's start with that. And on this particular one, I like mostly cranberry raspberry. This is cranberry juice. I'm going to go about most of the way with that. We're almost to the limit right there. Just a splash of the orange juice. It's going to give me some cool color there. And then a little bit of this sparkling peach. Now, I can't do too much of this because I'm going to shake it, and I don't want too much soda, but I want just a little bit of fizz. And that's a sparkling pear juice. So let's get some ice in here. This is going to take the temperature of it way down. Pour that inside. Get yourself one of these. You know, you see this at some of those fancy beverage places where you pay a lot of money for this stuff. Make sure you get a good one and just give it a good shake. Again, not too much going on. You can see the condensation already happening on that container. Tells you how that temperature is dropping. This is going to be nice and cool and refreshing. Going to have a great color to it. And you just pour that straight on in there. And of course, every fancy beverage has to have a garnish. And strawberry looks awful nice on this one. There you go. Let's do this one here. Take this out and we'll start all over. If you had a little left over, you could have just saved it and topped off another one. Give it a quick rinse. There's nothing to worry about there. Let's do the Mojito. This is one of my favorites. Take some fresh, put the ice in first on this one. Again, you may want to measure your cup a little bit, see what you got in there. If you're not sure how much to use, this is a great way to do it. Measure it out, pour it in, and what do you know, about halfway through again, right? So now you know. Now with this one, I'm going to use white grape juice. That's going to be my sweet. And I need a Pelligreno. Where'd my wife hide that? There we go, right here. A little bit of Pelligreno. It's going to get kind of fizzy, but we got right about there where we want. Now here's the trick with these. Fresh cucumber. I like the English kind. Just put them right in there. Fresh squeezed limes. Give them a little squeeze when you put them in there. You're going to want to make a bunch of batches with this, okay? Take your mint. Now, a lot of times they muddle it. What you can do to release the oils is just kind of crumple it up in your hands like that. When you do that, you're going to smell that mint just jumping off of those leaves. You're breaking all the capillaries in there. And we need that the ice in here to kind of pulverize this all together. So again, we got that in there. We're going to pour this liquid in there. Cover it up. Put a slice of this on the end. It's going to look pretty. And again, we shake it. Just about bring the temperature way down. Yeah. All right, that's that one. Can I just taste that right now? Nice, cool lime, cucumber, mint. Okay, the last thing I want to do is something you may not have ever thought of doing. Got to find my watermelon back here. Now, just as a matter of purchasing, I hardly ever buy the regular watermelons again. I buy Seedless or those small dulcineas all the time. They're sweet. You can eat pretty much the whole thing. And I'm just going to throw this in my blender. You can see I add some of this prep. Now, here's another thing about summer fruit. If you got kids, you cut your fruit, they're going to eat it. If you don't cut your fruit, it's going to sit in the refrigerator or sit on the countertop and they'll hardly use it. Now, I'm just going to put that straight on in there. You can see those big chunks of watermelon. By the way, if you cut your seedless watermelon, this will last almost a week in the refrigerator. So I'll throw that in there. Got a little more on this one. And you can see these are nice and still big chunks of watermelon. They're going to get small. Now I mix this with a little bit of ice, just a little. And since I've got the white grape juice, I'm going to use that just to give me a little bit of liquid to blend with it. Now, the reason why I do the ice is it helps kind of crush everything else up together when you put it in the blender. Now all the chunks are gone. It's getting nice and smooth. Watermelon is very hydrating. What a sweet, cool treat. So there you go. The watermelon slush or cooler. We've got the non-alcoholic mojito and the little sunrise there, mimosa. So a couple things to keep you cool and hydrated during the summertime, and hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.